Hey, how you doing? 12/4/2016, 12:33 a.m. Sitting in the garage. I was just watching this video upstairs on some guy talking about well, actually first I was watching this woman talking about sugar and how she like didn't eat sugar for a year. And it was but she got oh god, hold on. All right, I'm back. It was actually just leaves rustling outside. I thought it was somebody upstairs. Yeah, but she didn't eat sugar for a year. She got the idea for that to not eat sugar from somebody on a video called "Sugar: The Bitter Truth," and that's the video that I was watching. But just for some reason, just the way the guy was talking, just like and I couldn't explain. I mean, there's no basis for this other than the guy's tone of voice. But just the way he was talking, he was like, "Okay, and no, and okay," like he was trying to like there was a very shock value sort of thing going on, or it seemed like he was trying to make it seem shocking. It was just, it's made me think. It was instant skepticism. Just, I know that's not a good thing, like just somebody's tone of voice. You should really just listen to what they're saying, like taking the information. But it was just something about his tone of voice, like that, okay, and move them, and okay. It was this very shock value, and I was like, I'm not fucking listening to this guy because he's trying to make me feel something. He's trying to manipulate my feelings, and I don't appreciate that when people try to manipulate my fucking feelings. So if you're gonna, say something, feel something for real, not just this fucking trying to like pull the wool over my, or trying to create an illusion. Because I just don't know. I don't know why I'm getting angry about it. But yeah, I mean, it's just really, it reminded me of like shock art, like shock value art, like because there's just like, well, I mean, I've looked at Piss Christ before. And the guy who did, like, that was the original, there was something honest about that, I think. Because you can have different interpretations of that. Oh, sorry, I was hearing geese outside or something. Yeah, but there's different interpretations of that. Like, you can see Piss Christ as being, oh, well, Christ is Christ whether he's in piss or whether he's not. Resilient faith or whatever. But, just some things are just like modern art. A lot of modern art is just shock value. And, I don't know. Maybe it's just not in right now because it's not a fad. That's what Nick was saying to me. Like, we were having a conversation about this, or something similar to this. It's the problem with shock value art and just modern art in general is that it's not subverting the system anymore. It is the fucking system. All that academia fucking left-leaning shit, that is the establishment now. So it's not subverting anybody, Its purpose is to subvert the power, not to be the fucking power. And so, maybe if, if you get like Christian conservatives back in politics, maybe then it would have some value again. But, as of right now, like, it's just this fucking shock value. It makes me think of like, it's just so fucking disgusting. Just the people are like, just, there's something fucking disgusting about it. I remember I was watching this video one time of this, some fucking street performer, artist or some shit, feminist. She was like this artistic thing where she was like squirting eggs out of her vagina, and it's like, okay, whatever, but that's just it. Just you're making me fucking grossed out. That's all it's doing. And maybe that was the point, but I mean, it's not cool. If you're trying to be cool, it's not cool. I don't think you're cool. But, I mean, the woman with the eggs out of the vagina thing, that's one thing. But it's just, I get that sense from all the shock value shit. Like, just in different forms. It's just a bigger dose in some things. Like, eggs coming out of the vagina, that's a big dose of shock value, big dose of gross out. But, some guy, like, just talking about, like, okay, and you're going to know this, and you're going to know this, because the wool's being pulled over your eyes, okay? That's just a little dose of shock value. But it's the same reaction. It's the same gut reaction of just, ew. Like, fucking ew. I wish I could fucking define what it is. It's like fucking like a yeast infection or something. Does that make any sense? It's like, it's a yeast infection. I'm sure that makes no sense. But, that's the words that first came to my mind when I was just thinking of just the disgustingness of that sort of thing. Yeah, so I don't know where to go from there. Went for a run today. Went 2.8 miles. I was back from my other run, my break from my run. During the run today, something interesting happened. Well, I don't know how interesting it really is, but there was a dog. Like, I was coming around a hill, and then there's this little park off to the side to my left, and there was this fucking, like, just fucking aggressive-looking dog that was obviously not neutered. And so, I didn't want to, because there was no way for me to cross paths with the dog without the dog noticing me crossing paths, unless I was, like, silent or something. So I was running in place for a while. I was getting so fucking angry at the thought of the owner just like, I'm just going to let my dog out. Like, with no leash, but, so the dog, ran off or whatever. And so I crossed the path again. And then I crossed by that path twice during my run. And the second time I went past the thing, some guy in a truck came by and he was like, did you see a dog running around here anywhere? I was like, yeah, there's one right in the park over there. And, I was thinking after I said that, like, I immediately jumped to the conclusion that some asshole just let their dog out. And, that wasn't what it was at all. It was somebody's dog got lost. And, I felt kind of stupid for getting angry. But, yeah, I'm kind of glad I helped him find the dog. But, whatever. But that was a good run anyway. It was a very good run. All my runs are good now. Speaking of running and just exercise and eating in general, since I've been eating like just whole foods and shit and, minimal sugar, I've started cutting out sugar in my diet. Fucking fat is just melting off. They always say that like in infomercials and shit, but it really is just fucking like melting off me. So happy about that. My weight's staying the same, but the fat seems to be melting off. So maybe that means I have more muscle now, but I feel fucking fantastic just all the time. And it's a really good feeling. I would like to continue this. So, keep the fucking sugar to a minimum. I keep thinking I hear something outside, but it's just leaves rustling, I think. Yeah, so other than that, yeah, I'm actually very glad I got that thought out of my head from the beginning, the yeast infection thing. I feel like that was something that's just inside of my head that I couldn't quite verbalize until just now, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, so... also, the woman in the video, I don't even know if this is worth mentioning, but there was something about the way she was talking that just it reminded me of Natalie Dawn's voice. Like, there's something very up here about it, and for further, it's like a sim talking or something. I can't quite define that one yet, but there's something going on there. Something going on in my subconscious with that voice. Man, I don't know. Maybe it's like a voice that I would like. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm saying. Yeah. So okay, 10 minutes is over now. So goodbye.